Hello, children. How are you? Well, it's lovely to see you all. I'm sure you're looking forward to listening to the story. Well, when I was your age and my children were younger, they loved to listen to the story, and I had to read them a story every night. And even sometimes I had to read the same story again and again. I'm sure you also have a favorite story. Well, today I'm going to read out a story about the elves and the shoemaker. I'm sure you've heard it, but I'm sure you'll enjoy listening to it all over again. Well, this is the story. Okay. It says, once upon a time there was a poor shoemaker and his wife. This is all the leather I have left, he said to his wife one night, and I can just make one pair of shoes. That meant that they would have no money after that. But he did not give up. He said, I will make the last pair of shoe and see it from there. That night, the shoemaker cut the leather. I'll make those shoes in the morning, he said. He left the leather in the shop and went to bed. The next morning, the shoemaker came downstairs after having his breakfast. But to his surprise, the leather had been made into a pair of beautiful shoes. Just perfect pair of shoes. Look at the surprise. Look at the surprise in the shoemaker's eyes. Wow, wouldn't you be surprised? And then what happened was the shoemaker called his wife. Did you make these shoes? No, said his wife. I didn't make those shoes. I didn't even see them before. Oh my God, they're such a perfect pair of shoes. But soon, that very morning, then came a rich lady into the store. She picked up the shoes. Oh, she said, they are the most beautiful shoes I've ever seen in my life. And she said, I must have them. So she gave the shoemaker extra money, and that was 3 gold coins. Look at the lady, how enamored and how she adores this precious pair of shoes. With the money, the shoemaker bought some more leather. And that night, the shoemaker cut out 2 pairs of shoes. He left the leather on the table and went to bed. It's the same way he did the night before. In the morning, to his utter surprise, there were 2 pairs of shoes on the table. The shoemaker called his wife. Did you make those shoes? She said, No, I didn't make those shoes. Look at them, how surprised they are. Oh my God, but what a great surprise for them. That one very morning, a rich man came into the shop and he said, What fabulous shoes! I must have them, and I shall pay you 6 gold coins. There you go. And then the shoemaker bought some more leather. Now, because he had more money, he had been paid 3 gold coins and now 6 gold coins. Now I can make 3 pairs of shoes. He was excited. He worked late into the night, out cutting the leather, and then he went to bed. What do you think? What quality did this man have? He never lost hope, and he was very hardworking. The next morning, oh my Lord, the shoemaker came downstairs as usual to start his work. And on the table, there were how many shoes, you think? Yes, 3 pairs of beautiful shoes. Oh my Lord, would you like to see the shoes? There they are. Yes. The shoemaker called his wife. We must find out who's making these beautiful shoes for us, who's doing this deed of kindness for us. We should find out, and we should thank them. The next night, the shoemaker worked very, very hard. He cut the leather for 4 pair of shoes, but this time the shoemaker and his wife hid in the shop. Can you see it's night time? And here they are hiding behind the shop, and you can see the leather cut. At midnight, the door of the shop opened, and in came two little elves, dressed in tattered, torn rags. They jumped up onto the table and opened their little green bags. But what was so strange and nice about these elves, that they looked very poor. They were dressed in rags, but they had smiles on their faces. The elves stitched and sewed and hammered all night. By morning, they had made 4 pairs of shoes. The little goblins. Can you see how hard they're working? Whoa. Right. Then they picked up their bags and ran out of the shop. They didn't want to be seen. The shoemaker said to his wife, "The elves have helped us, but how can we help them back? What could be a good way to say our thank you to them?" Oh, the wife had a superb idea. She said, "I know what we can do." She said that she whispered something in his ears, and they got started on their work. The shoemaker and his wife worked hard the whole day long. They made 2 pairs of little green shoes, some little green clothes, and 2 little green hats. Tiny, cute little things. And that night, they left the little green shoes, the tiny hat, right? Can you see the shoes, the hat, and the clothes? Oh my God, aren't they adorable? Then they hit again. Why do you think the cobbler and and his wife did this? Well, to say their thank you and to show their gratitude and to pay kindness with a deed of or an act of kindness. That's what we learn from this book, isn't it? Yes, at midnight, the door of the shop opened and the elves came dancing in, singing away. They were a merry set of elves. When they saw the little green shoes, the little green clothes, and the little green hats, they were excited. They were so joyful. They were surprised. And they started putting them on at once. Look at them jumping away, dancing away, and pulling up the shoes and donning the hat. Oh. The little elves went on, helping the shoemaker and his wife to make beautiful shoes. And the shoemaker and his wife made more clothes for the little elves. Whoops, how nice, how kind, right? So we should also remember that if somebody is kind to us, we should be kind to them, and then we should kind to be others, even if they are unkind to us. What do you say? And the shoemaker and his wife, they made a huge store. They became rich, and they started living comfortably and happily ever after with the elves, who were now well fed, well looked after, and well dressed. And so both of them, with their kindness and their skills and their hard work, were succeeded in the end and lived happily ever after. Okay, I hope you enjoyed listening to this story. I'll be back soon next weekend with another story. You can always suggest what stories you would like to hear and what kind. I'd love to see you again. Bye-bye.